because I'm only walking a couple, ooh, but I might fall on the way over there, by the way. Take a look at what I've got here, because this, I think, is very necessary in every kitchen. Whether you wanna keep foods fresh, whether you wanna organize the pantry or the freezer, whether you wanna buy in bulk and save money, you need to have a vacuum sealer. Most of them are big and clunky. Most of them you just don't even want on the counter. Well, of course, the experts at Cuisinart, this is why the chefs count on this amazing brand. They made a handheld version that is strong, that is powerful, that is rechargeable, because mine at home right now, my handheld, is battery operated. I spend a lot of money on batteries. You're gonna get this beautiful design. All you're doing is choosing black or red. It's a customer pick 4.5 stars. And today, instead of paying $70 for it, because that's our normal HSN price, we've got it on sale. If you know how important it is to vacuum seal and how wonderfully fresh it keeps your foods in the freezer, you're in the ordering process right now, because I've never seen a price like this.
No, this is the best price I've ever seen.
Hi, Kelly Diedrich.
Hello, it's nice to see you. It's our first show back together. I've only been back a couple
and
days.
Congrats, my dear.
Thank you so much. But now it's better than ever just to go ahead and save that money on, maybe it's just your greens, your salad greens, your herbs. Maybe it's those proteins that you buy in bulk that you want to freeze and not get freezer burn. This is Cuisinart. It's our handheld vacuum sealer. You can see it's rechargeable, so you don't have to buy double A's. It's the first time we've offered it in red. I don't know which one you're getting, but I know you're getting one. But it's rechargeable, so I don't have to keep buying batteries. You're also getting a dozen of the gallon bags and a dozen of the quart bags. And that's important because these are reusable over and over again. So they're dishwasher safe, these bags. It's not like we're asking you to buy roll after roll of plastic that has to be thrown away each time or each use. If you just get this home and just use it for your greens, even if you don't eat salads but once a week, it will save you the price of admission in probably a month or so.
Without a doubt.
Because look at the salad. We get the sad, soggy, soupy salad, and then it goes in the garbage. Instead, go ahead and vacuum seal it. What you're doing is you're removing the oxygen. And as we know, oxygen is what degrades our food. This thing of basil, it's organic, so it was about $8, but I only need like 4 or 5 leaves of basil, not the 25 leaves that are coming included. So I just grab a thing of basil, I use it, and then I reseal it in my vacuum. Because in my personal experience, it's lasted 2 to 3 times longer. So basil that might last 2 or 3 days in the fridge, I mean, you're talking maybe a week or two. On the organic side.
When I got mine, and I don't have this one, I like this one more because it's rechargeable. I've been spending a lot of money on batteries. When I got mine, I organized my pantry. I organized the freezer. Things couldn't fit in the freezer anymore. If you hated the taste of meat after it's been frozen for a while.
You taste the air and it's freezer burned.
And then you have to toss that, chicken you bought in bulk. You have to have one of these. This is one of my favorite products in the kitchen. Everybody loves how powerful it is, as you saw. Kelly.
Yeah, that's why I did that, because it's
crushing cans.
So typically you'd see those big countertop units and you'd know that they were powerful. This one is equally as powerful. It can crush a can. Not that you would ever do that at home, but it's just to show you that it's powerful enough to crush a can. But the beauty of this one is that you control the amount of air you evacuate. So with those big countertop sealers, they crush everything. In fact, many of them say do not do berries. They're mostly for proteins, right? And they take up an entire cabinet. This one here, you control the amount of air you evacuate. So as you watch me evacuating the air, I'm going to stop as it surrounds my berries, right? I'm not crushing my strawberries or something as delicate as a blueberry or organic grapes that you want to freeze. It's not going to crush them because it just has this little handle here, and I just push that button ever so slightly. And so, I like to show this one just to show you. This is an egg. Again, this is just an example. You wouldn't, but it just shows you that I can go right around that egg, right? Not crushing the egg, but I can remove all the air around the egg without crushing it. It's just like those berries, and then I'm gonna, it actually is a raw egg. It's not a hard-boiled egg.
I like it.
Just to show you that you can evacuate exactly the amount of air you want to. It's not like your big clunky, back in the 80s and 90s, those big units.
And you don't even want it on your counter. Now here's the thing, remember, you're getting bags with this one, 24, so you'll get 12 of the gallon, 12 of the quart side. All I want you to do is choose your color today. You can go for the black, and remember, I mean, look at that. It's a pistol style.
The second time we've offered red.
It fits on everybody. everybody's counter. And then we have the red. If you want to buy extra bags, I do encourage you to do that, because when you get this home, you're going to want to vacuum seal everything. You know what I vacuum seal?
You're going to go through your pantry and just start dumping it.
In the babies, so they started preschool, finally, the twins, I vacuum sealed their little extra clothes. You're supposed to put extra clothes in their bag. I vacuum seal it so it fits in their little backpack. But I vacuum seal things when I'm traveling to make more space in my suitcase. So maybe just your underwear or your socks.
Your tank tops, your t-shirts, your bras.
I'm telling you, vacuum sealing is kind of addictive.
It's like power washing, pressure washing. You know, you start pressure washing, you start pressure washing everything.
And when you see how much money you save that you can buy in bulk, that you can keep things fresh. I mean, get it today. It's normally $69. Look at it, it's $49.99.
It's a great price, best value we've done here. It's Cuisinart. Look at the difference. This is an avocado. We just sliced it in half. You can see this one's all brown. You might eat it, probably not. You know, we eat with our eyes. It's the air that turns things brown, that starts to degrade them. Look at how fresh and beautiful that avocado is. So even if you get it just to store your herbs, your spices, your avocados, you'll start using it for everything. You said proteins when you go and you get the buy one, get one proteins. Things in your pantry like your flour, your sugar that get the pantry bugs, those little mite thingies that infest our pantries, they're not gonna get in or out of these. So instead of storing your brown sugar like that, just take the couple extra seconds. It's just so simple. It's such a simple little step. All you do is you just take the little suction cup on the unit and you just pull until you're done, evacuating the air. And you can see it's as hard as a rock.
And by the way, when you own a unit like this, when you take out the sugar you need, you can go ahead and reseal the bag.
Over and over.
I reuse them, the bags, over and over, unless I've put like meat or chicken or protein in there. And then I usually wash it, or sometimes I put them like in the dishwasher. But that's,
you can put them in the dishwasher. I like to put them in the dishwasher inside out, top rack, but these are dishwasher safe. So we're not asking you to keep buying, over and over plastic rolls that, go in the trash can and then go in the landfill. These are reusable over and over again. You just take a scoop of brown sugar and then your flour, whatever it might be, and then you just reseal it. Here's a good way to save money. Are you a coffee drinker? You're a coffee drinker.
Yes, absolutely.
So the reason that we stop by, she'd love a cup of coffee.
Saying.
The reason we all stop by those expensive coffee shops isn't because we like to spend $8 for a latte. It's because they have fresh ground coffee every single morning, right? Every morning, fresh ground coffee, it tastes better. And we think to ourselves, I could never get a delicious cup of coffee like that in my home. It's because you're not using fresh grounds. You're using this. There's a reason that it comes sealed. The second you open it, it's fresh for that cup, but it's not fresh day 3.
It has its oils and its essences. So you start, you're right, you lose the power and the potency. Here's the thing too, if you have a messy freezer, because that was my problem. So everybody would make fun of me. They'd walk in my house and everything in the freezer would fall out. So the minute I got this home to fix the freezer, and then I started lining things up in little bags. I would put dates on them. Like, it's just such a smart thing to have. And nobody wants a big clunky one. The good folks at Cuisinart, which by the way is an amazing brand that we love and trust globally, they made it in that pistol style, and it's rechargeable, so you don't keep spending money over and over again on batteries.
Exactly, and here's another way to use it is as a marinade. So if you want to marinate something, but you've forgotten to take it out and leave it in the fridge overnight in its marinade and its juices, usually marinades take a couple of hours. If you've forgotten to do that, when you marinate under vacuum and you remove all of the oxygen, it actually opens up the pores and the fibers of the protein, so you can marinate in minutes under vacuum.
So the flavor gets in.
It gets in there. I was watching Curtis Stone over the weekend, and he sells the vacuum marinated chicken, and that's the same concept. So under vacuum, you can marinate in just minutes as opposed to hours. So it's another great reason to get it. But this reminds me of what you were talking about, right? All the protein here. If you go and you buy the flats of protein that are buy one, get one free, right? Well, that's a great savings, but if it goes freezer burn, you're not saving any money.
If you see any of that frost, that's it.
It's garbage.
It's ruined. Because that's the moisture from inside the chicken that basically
it's ruining the fibers of the food. Actually, freezer burn, you really don't want to eat freezer burn food. You really shouldn't. It's actually manipulating, the chemistry of the food. But when you vacuum seal it, no air is getting in or out. So you can see this is going to be ready for the next go round.
And I just have to say, I mean, here's why.
And I'm throwing things.
So this is the real deal. I mean, when you see a product like this that is normally $69, it's still great. We still want it. We get it.
Yep.
But when you see it on sale today, so instead of $69, it's $20 off. It's $49.
Maybe get two.
Get multiples because it makes a great gift.
Sure.
It is amazing for anybody that loves to cook and anybody that loves to save money. We all love to save money. Now you can go and buy in bulk. Now you can organize. Now you can vacuum seal your clothing like me if you're that kooky.
Well,
but you're gonna love it. Just pick black or red. And Pat, is there anyone that's more limited? Because I know we rarely do the red.
Yeah, red just came out.
Okay, oh, they're selling equally.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Well, I like these maybe for an adventurer, an outdoorsman, somebody that likes to fish, hunt, camp. For those camping, folks, they like to vacuum seal because it, removes all the moisture, so they have the food. But anybody that's like a hunter or fisherman, they are catching their limit of fish, and then they have to preserve it. Yeah. Right? Or any proteins.
You have your meat for the year.
Your meat for the year, and you can vacuum seal your fish. This is great because it's a sous vide.
Yeah.
So any of you that have purchased like the Curtis Stone sous vide or the Dash sous vide here from us at HSN, you can use these as your sous vide bags, but you can also just boil in them. So if you just like to boil your corn, you can boil in them. They're that safe and they're that high quality.
And by the way, this is Cuisinart. By the way, our customers made it a 4.5 customer pick. In fact, we've got those reviews online right now. One person said, love the fact that it takes very little counter space as opposed to the bigger units.
True.
One person said, this sealer works great, works as shown on TV. I recommend it to everyone. I'm telling you, it is such a steal and an opportunity today because normally we sell it and it's a customer pick at $69.
It's so worth it at $69. Even if it wasn't on sale, I think we'd still be as excited about it. Think about I hate to say the hurricane, but like if you're in, a zone where you want to keep documents safe, right? Maybe you're in a flood zone or, tornadoes, hurricanes, whatever, and you want, passports, birth certificates, go ahead and put them in your file box, but put them in there under vacuum. And that way, if anything happens to your home or, the garage gets flooded, you can see they are completely safe, right? So you can use them for important documents as well. But I also love it, it's a NiCad battery. And what a NiCad battery is you can sit it on the charger at all times. Right. It's not gonna overdo the battery. You're also getting the little, I call it the little zippy-doo. That's the professional word for it. It just goes right across, but you can use your fingers as well, but that sits on board. So it's not like you're gonna lose any of the parts and pieces. And if you're somebody that likes to bake for the holidays, like maybe you're taking, fresh baked cookies to, the school, you can put, because maybe you wanna make them in advance, vacuum seal them the next day. It'll be like you just popped them out of the oven.
By the way, have you ever seen, because I do this, the babies like the raisin cinnamon bread, right?
Oh,
and a lot of times it's 2 for 1.
Yep.
So I buy them and then guess what? If I leave it on the counter, it starts getting moldy, right? Go ahead and buy in bulk and save money and keep food fresh. You're never gonna have a funny tasting chicken or steak again that's been living in the freezer. Yep. You're really gonna love this thing, but right now, right here, it's on sale. So if you want it, it's item 556738. It comes with bags, but please ask for extras because you're gonna be kooky like me. You're gonna wanna vacuum seal everything.
I wanna see
You'll vacuum seal your husband or your wife or just preserve them. Put them on the side. 556738.
Keep them young? Does it work like that?
Well, I do preserve.